Yo, what's up guys, and this is just a quick little thank you before the video starts. So yeah, we started this channel at like 20 subs before the Valorant closed beta came online, and since then we've been putting out content daily, and we've gained over 100 subs in like 2 weeks, which is fucking crazy to me. And yeah, I really just want to thank everyone who's been supporting the channel lately, like to everyone who's subbed, and you know, even to those who are not subbing or just watching the videos. Like, I want to thank you guys so much. Like, it means the world to me just to see this channel growing that much. And yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah. So let's start with the seaside first. And what I want to talk about first is that I see so many players who play Cypher, and what they do is they just put their traps down. They put the trap here or whatever. They just put their gadgets down, and then when the round starts, they just, I don't know, maybe they put up, they camp around here, and they just hold for like the entire round, from there or from here. They just hold the entire seaside for like 2 minutes. If they push, they push. If they don't push, they don't push. The only time they rotate is if another side gets pushed, and like, this is not the way to play Cypher on defense. Like, this is really not the way. You are not using his potential correctly, because there's so much you can do with him, like without even being on this area. If you play him correctly, don't waste your time by putting down your traps and just waiting for the enemies to push. Like, you have to play him proactive. And how you want to play the seaside is, first of all, you want to buy you want to have the full abilities bought, and then you want to put down a trap to block off C-long.
Yes, this should do.
And you want to have a trap to block off the short area. What you don't want to do is you don't want to go in here and put a trap down here
Goes there.
or here.
Oh, this is
I'm gonna explain you why. If you have a mid player or you play window yourself and you defend against a race, this race is just going to throw a bomb in here just to clear short, just to clear the window room or garage area, whatever you want to call it, you know. And they want to do it like 90% of the time. If they have an enemy race, they're gonna clear a garage with like your bombs, and their bombs have such a ridiculous range. If your traps are placed around here and she throws a bomb inside garage, these things are gonna get destroyed, because this the bomb has such a ridiculous range. I'm gonna show you what I mean.
They found my wire. They found my wire.
So what you want to do is you want to take your trap to block off short and place it right here.
Yes, this should do.
So that way, if the race is gonna throw a bomb in here, this one is safe. This one is not gonna get hurt by the bomb that is thrown into garage. And yeah, so now that you have blocked off short and long, you want to put one of his cages on top of each trap.
This goes here.
And also place your camera. So your camera has to be placed somewhere around this area here. Somewhere around this area, or even on top of the left side of this box.
Oh, this is a nice
All the camera has to do is just to give you some information about C-long and potentially short as well. But C-long is the important part here. You want to get information about this C-long push. So you either place it here or you place it somewhere around this area. I sometimes like to place it here as well, you know, just to get a rotation in. What you don't want to do is you don't want to place the camera on the same spot every round, because like, say I'm gonna play, I place the camera on this wall like every round. The enemy team is gonna know that, and what I do if I know that the Cypher is placing this camera on the same spot every round, I'm just gonna pre-fire it. Like, whether I see the camera or not, I'm just gonna pre-fire the shit out of this camera, just because I know he puts it there every round. So get a different spot for your cameras every single round. One round you want to put it there, then the other round you want to put it over here maybe, and then one round you want to put it over here, just so that I don't get an idea of where you place the cameras. So once you place your camera there and you have all your traps down, say the round begins. Okay, the round begins. What you want to do now, like, you have to, like, you want to immediately get information about the enemy team. You want to get information about whether they push C or not. You can do that by, first of all, take a peek, which is, I don't know, which is probably not the smartest play. Just peek by yourself. But if you feel your shot and your confidence, like you can get off peeks by just dry peeking. You can get off easily 1 or 2 peeks by just dry peeking this. So you want to do is maybe just dry peek and get your information. If you don't see anyone, that's the information enough. You can do the same thing with the camera. This is a bit more safe. Like if you just stand here and tap out your camera when the game begins, like get information for like 2 or 3 seconds. If you don't see anyone pushing this area, like immediately go for a rotation. Like this is where Cypher becomes so strong. Like if you don't see anyone here, immediately go for a rotation. What you want to do is you want to either help out your B player here, defend this B side, or you want to help out your garage player who's defending the double doors. And this is basically all you have to do once you have all this, all your kits set up on C side. You just constantly want to rotate between the B player and the garage player and see whom you can support better. And this is pretty important to know. Like you're just a support player. Like in this case, you don't want to be the guy on here on B side who takes aggressive peeks on mid, because like yeah, you can get a pick off, but that's also high potential to die immediately if you want to take a risky pick. And you can't do that because you still have a C side to defend. What you want to do is, if you want to go ham on B, your B player should do that. He can peek aggressive and you just support him from over here, you know? Don't be the first guy to go in and die. Same goes for garage player. If he wants to go, you know, aggressive and push double doors maybe, just stay behind here and defend him while you hold this. Because you still, if you die here, no one is watching C. You have a B player who's concerned with like the B side, and you have a garage player who's concerned with double doors. If you die first here, the C side is completely open. Nobody is covering this. So don't put your teammates in a bad situation. Just be here to support them. And while you do that, what you want to do is maybe you want to fight this with him, get like 2 or 3 shots off, and every 5 or 6 seconds, just go over here, tap in, tap out. Just go over here, tap in, tap out, just like this. Like this split second is really enough. And if you see anyone, like within this split second, pushing C long, for example, if you see anyone, or your teammate calls you, yo bro, they're pushing double doors to C short, what you want to do is you want to immediately pop off both of these smokes, or cyber cages, whatever you want to call them. You want to pop these off. These are going to give you like at least 10 seconds to get in a good rotation. And from here on, you just want to try to defend this side and see what you can do to, you know, defend it in the best way possible. If they didn't shoot your camera during the time you went for a rotation, during all the rotation time, if they didn't shot it the first time, you can use it to your advantage again. Just what you want to do is, you know, while defending this, tap out again and gather information. If you want to tap this out again, you see if they keep pushing, or if they just went here to get a quick peek. If they keep pushing, this camera here is going to get destroyed immediately because they're gonna see you camming this area. If they destroy this, all you have to do now is just hold and wait for, you know, just hold, try to get a pick maybe, and just wait for your team to rotate in. Like that's all you have to do. Please don't be the guy who just immediately right swings and just fights from here and goes for like picks. If you go aggressive here and you don't wait for all of your teammates to just, you know, rotate in, you're just gonna die. You're just gonna die immediately, and you're just gonna have a free side, which makes it even harder for your team to retake the side. So what you wanna do is you wanna take a passive angle, a good passive angle, something like this, you know, where you see if they're gonna push this. This is kind of an off angle for the enemy team. If you wanna peek like this, or even from here, peek like this is a good way to just try to hold them off until your team rotates. Don't right swing like this. Like this is, oh my bad. Like this, don't right swing like this. This is like a huge mistake people do. Just get a good position in, wait for your teammates to rotate, and put yourself in a favorable position. Same goes for short. If you cam long, you don't see anything long. Once you made your rotation over to side, and you see people pushing short, just get a good position for the short defense. Something like this, or even something like, you know, something like this. Don't just right swing short, just like this. This is stupid. Wait for rotations, get a good position, and try to hold off until your team arrives. And yeah, this is basically how you lock down the C side, you know. Most of the time, you don't even want to stay on the side. You want to put up, you know, you want to put up down your gadgets. One here, one here, and then the camera. The camera is essential. You want to get your shit down, and once you've done that, you just peek for information, and if you don't see anyone within the first 2 or 3 seconds, just instantly rotate. Be a support player for your team, guys. Be the support player, and this makes it so much easier for them to defend as well. Like, if they know they have a support player, like, it's just so much easier for them. All you need to do, you know, just like I said, tap in, tap out, gather information. If you see someone, you want to make the rotation, you know, you want to pop off your traps right here, which is going to buy you another solid 10 seconds, and then from there, you just see how to defend it on the best way possible and delay time till your teammates arrive. You don't want to go over, once you put this all down, you don't want to go over to A and help them in A, because if you like, I'm gonna give you an example. If you play around A, you put all your shit down on C. If you play on A and defend your guy, and you see them pushing C right now, like, the amount of time it takes to rotate over to C is way too long. It's way too long. If you rotate from A to C, by the time you hit C, they're already probably planting on C, because there's no one on C. No one is on C. Your B player is defending on B, your garage player is defending on garage. You just left C open. The rotation from A to C is like way too long. The only way you can help out is either helping out your garage player or your mid player. Like, those are 2 rotations that you can make, where the rotation time is like, it's easy. You can make the rotation easy. That's not the problem. But from A to C, like, this takes way too long. So yeah, this is, like, in my opinion, the best way to play C side with Cypher. Just be proactive, you know. Try to constantly help out your teammates. Because I think Cypher, even on defense, he's just a support player. Just best way to support your teammates is just lock down the side with your gadgets, and then try to, you know, just stay here or here to give your teammates a support. And yeah, this is, I think, the best way to play the C side with Cypher. Oh yeah, and you know, one thing I forgot to add is the camera is like essential. If this thing gets destroyed within like the first 10 seconds, like say someone is just, you know, you just get in, like the round starts, you want to try to get information by peeking or by camming. If this thing gets destroyed immediately, and even if they don't push this, but if this thing gets destroyed immediately, they just, you know, peek, they see this, they destroy this, and they push back to mid. You can't leave your site if you don't have a cam up, because you don't have any information. Like, the camera is essential. You can't defend mid or garage with your teammates if this camera isn't up, because you don't know. Yes, you get a sound cue if they, you know, pop off the trap or if they destroy it, but you don't see anything. And once you get the sound cue and you're just in mid, it's like way too late. Only do this shit where you support your teammates 24/7 on B or garage if the camera is up and you can gather information. Do not do this if the camera is not up. Pretty important. So here's a clip of me playing the C side, and it didn't go perfectly fine. We still won the round, but I couldn't just help my teammates on mid and B, and here's why. I put down my traps on long and short, and, you know, have that locked down, and also my cam is up, so I just wait for the timer to go down to get some information. I cam in fast, see that there's no one, and I instantly rotate over to mid to help my teammate. But what happens here is they shoot my cam. I realize that, and I know I have no control anymore over C, so I have to go back. And as you can see, they push. What I do is I spray through the smoke because I'm somewhat safe behind it, and then I reposition myself on top of this box because I just want to drag out the time for my teammates to rotate. As you can see, Sage is already on site. She's distracting their enemies, and I get some easy frags. That's like literally one way to just hold the C side. You get instant information with your cam and just rotate over back again.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm coming automatically.
And here we have a perfect situation where it actually just works fine. Just putting down the traps, like always, putting down the cam as well, and then just I want to reposition myself again behind the box and just wait for the timer to go down. And you know, once the timer goes down, I think this time I'm just peeking. I'm just taking the dry peek, and I don't see anyone. I check with the cam again, just double check to make sure. I don't see anyone. Instant rotation to mid, and as you can see, like, I'm just camming in, camming out, just to see if anyone's there. No one's there. I know I'm fine right now, helping mid. No one's on C, just camming in, out, and yeah, just trying to help my C guy. Luckily enough, like, the team doesn't really need my help this round. They just clean up by themselves, and yeah. But the round goes on totally fine without me being on C. So let's take a look on A side now, guys. And, A side, I think, can actually be played in the same way you would play C. So Say for example, you want to lock down the short and long area again. So you want to put one trap anywhere around, like here. It's up to preference. I usually like it a bit more up around here.
Oh, this
Gonna
is a
put it
nice
right
spot.
around here.
Yes, this
Put a
should
trap
do.
down there, and then I want to put a trap right over here,
This goes here.
and a
That
cage
goes
up
there.
on here again. So, what you want to do after you put these down is as soon as this wall disappears, like you have to do it instantly. I'm gonna show you. Like as soon as
My
this
intel
disappears,
is their obstacle.
put it up on this edge here. You want to do it as fast as possible because once the wall disappears, they have like 2 or 3 seconds till they are pushed up on this area. If you do it before they push up, they're not going to see this camera being placed here. If you do it a bit late, they will see that you put a camera here if they push. So you put down your camera and you instantly want to push back and tap out. If you see them pushing this, all you have to do is defend the site and call your teammates over for rotation. You have 2 traps, so you want to pop them like
Cage
this
triggered,
and like
cage
this,
triggered.
and just delay for your teammates. Try to use the camera again if they didn't shot this, and yeah, that's all you want to do if they just hard push. Hey, if they're not hard pushing it, and if you don't see anyone pushing it, you have your traps here, you have your traps here, you're camming right now, you don't see anyone pushing or crossing to short, no one is pushing long, no one is pushing short. Again, don't just stay around here and wait till they push. The thing you can do is you have the information, no one is pushing this. Again, what you want to do is just rotate over to your teammates on B and try to support them because there's always going to be some action on B. Again, what you want to do is stay in the back here and just look how you can support your B player the best way. As I told you again for the C side, don't be the guy on B to go aggressive here. That's something your B player can do, and you just have to support him. Again, if you die here while taking an aggressive peek, or just peeking window, just peeking lower mid, and you die, C side is exposed because you're the player who's responsible for the C side. You die here, no one is watching C side. They have a free entrance if they want to push C, and everyone's just confused. Don't do that. You're not helping your teammate by that. Just play here, just stay around here, and be the support player for them. Let them die if they want to. If they want to go for an aggressive peek, they should do it. We're just here to support. And again, all you want to do is quickly tap in, tap out, keep defending. Tap in, tap out, keep defending. Tap in, tap out, keep defending. That's all you want to do. If you see anyone pushing this, instantly, just like you did on C side, detonate this trap, detonate this trap, and you should have at least 10 seconds for a clean rotation. If they didn't destroy your cam by then, again, you want to just get information. The second time you put your cam out and they push, they're probably going to destroy it. Play again, just play passive. You still have a trap here and a trap there. Just hold off angles again. Let them push you. Don't wide swing here. And do not wide swing on the short area. Try to play this defensive. This is a good angle to hold off short and long and wait for your teammates for rotation. Or, you know, just play it from over here or from here, just to hold off. Wait for your teammates to rotate if they push you. Pretty important. And yeah, if you know, sometimes when you stay over here and help your teammates defend B side because you didn't see anyone in the beginning and you just help your teammates, you tap it in, you don't see anyone, you tap out, and in the second you tap out, someone is pushing short. This can happen sometimes. This is just unlucky timing. But if this happens and you just don't notice him and he shifts all the way, see, he shifts all the way from A long to short and just goes in, you still have your trap on the minimap on the top left. You see trap. You're gonna get a sound cue. Even if he destroys it, you're gonna get a sound cue that this trap just got destroyed, and you can instantly rotate over. Once you see this trap being destroyed, you can instantly rotate over and still hold the site. So even if they just sneak past the cam and shift all the way, you can still, you know, just pop off your shit and try to delay them with your traps. And what happens most of the time though, if anyone is pushing short, they're doing this. They're not shifting. They're just going hard. And if you hear them just rushing and stepping like a, I don't know, like an elephant, you're gonna hear the sound cue. And that's also just a sign for you to rotate. So yeah, again, what you want to do is just gather information with the cam. If you don't see anyone, rotate over, help your teammates. Quickly, you know, just stay on B. Quickly tap in, tap out, tap in, tap out. And if you see anyone, you want to make a quick rotation back again. You know, pop off your cyber cages here and there. That's gonna take another 10 seconds from them. And from there, you just want to ask for rotations if you really confirm that they push. And yeah, this is also the best way, I think, in my opinion, to play the A side. Just constantly be proactive with Cypher. Go help your teammates and don't just stay around here and wait for pushes. You have such a good kit to watch the site while not even being there. So use this to the best advantage and yeah, be a support player for your teammates. Help them defend the other sides while you have your cam and your traps to hold off the pushes for your A side. So let's talk about B side real quick. And you know, I think there's actually not much to say about this side because I straight up think Cypher shouldn't be a B player, just because this kit becomes pretty useless around B, and I'm gonna show you why. Like, the only choke point you have on B is this area, because you already have one guy defending garage, so you're just defending the B side. So what you can do is just put this trap down here, and maybe if you want to get, like, you know, a bit more defensive with the traps, you can put one around here or one around here.
That goes there.
All of these traps, like say round begins, all of these traps are just gonna get destroyed by one race bomb. Like one bomb of the race is enough to destroy all of these traps.
They found my wire. They found my wire.
Which makes them pretty useless, because most of the time there's going to be so much shit in here, bombs or whatever, before they push. And once they push, like by the time they push, none of these traps is going to stay up, you know. And also his cam, like, you want to get information with the cam. The only way you can do that is if you can see the mid area with this cam. If you put it up here, you see it perfectly. But they're gonna shoot it within like 2 seconds when they peek window. So also pretty useless. Like, people are peeking mid pretty fast. And they're gonna see the cam immediately and just pop it off, which makes it pretty useless. So I really think B side shouldn't be like a main side to hold off for him, because all of this shit could be on C or A to defend it in the proper way. But right on here, it's useless. So I think Cypher has no place, you know, playing the B defender. He should be playing around C or A, where his, you know, where his potential is like used to his fullest, and not like this where this shit just gets destroyed before anything starts. And yeah, that's why I not play Cypher on B side. And yeah, guys, that's about it. Like, that's my take on, you know, what I think is the best way to play Cypher, and, you know, just use him to his fullest potential. Be a support player, you know, and just go around the map and find out the best way to be proactive and help your teammates. And yeah, in my opinion, that's like, I think the best way you can play him on Haven right now. And yeah, if you enjoyed the content, guys, make sure you know, to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, I guess I see you guys next video.